Okay, welcome, Fernando. Can you also double check and tell me how is my voice, please? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for your questions about life in Turkey, and especially maybe might be like inflation and as a whatever you think is important for you in talking about Turkey. Okay, and okay, thank you. Okay, that's nice. So let's go over. Aleyküm selam. What's the difference between your grocery shopping? Is it more expensive? Well, everything. um, the first thing is the dairy products, and let me give like a little bit like over about the some information about the prices. So far, we have like 85, more than 85% of price annually compared to last year. This month, it is 85% exact in all the things we have. And for example, for food, it is 93%. For transportation, it is 117% of annual inflation in 1 year we got, and housing is 84%. These are like double prices, and you are hearing me correctly. And they say it is the worst in 25 years in Turkey. And then just a little notes I'm giving to you right now. In agricultural products, the producers index, the price index is got 142% annual basis. So for example, for us, the customers, we see like 100% change or tripled change in eggs, milk products and cheeses. But also the producers says that, still saying that it is not enough for us. We cannot make it anymore. We cannot grow. We cannot, look for we cannot produce milk products. So they cut the animals. It goes like that. And it is really like a hard situation. You both think like as a customer from your end, and then you think, how the prices change in like the electricity, the gas, and the fuel, the petrol, and you try to give, okay, they are right too as a producers, and it goes like this, like a snowball effect, they say. From lots of ends, it goes higher and higher. And right now, as I said, it is 84% for 1 year. And I'm thinking about your questions as I got on your mind. I will check from the Instagram also, Turkish food travel. You got nice questions about Turkey, Turkish life. And I will check again. Please make sure to add yours here too. And what the government does, I'm gonna tell you a little bit later. Let me check your questions a little bit. I see, okay. Greetings from Alberta, Canada. Yes, thank you, Fernando. My wife and I follow you. Is cost of living high in Istanbul? Please, can you tell an approximate estimate? How can I say it like an approximate estimate? For example, like in middle level, they count like this. I don't know, maybe it is like in the world same. For 4 person to live, like in average, you need 20,000, close to 20,000 Turkish liras, which is about a little more than $1,000. It is an average. The cost of, you know, the living expenses, the food, transportation, education, and the bills, etc. It is things like that. That's what I can give. But when you talk about the markets, the first thing you see the indifference is all the basic things. The vegetable oil got, as far as I remember from last year, it was like 40 Turkish liras for 5 liters, and now it is like 150. It is like 5 times higher. You can also give your same like prices, how it changed, where you live, please include. So 5 times I can say at least for vegetable oil, same as olive oil. And for example, the eggs are more than doubled, unfortunately, almost like little more than doubled, I think. Those are approximate, it can be changed. I'm not saying like 100%. Okay. Okay, and any questions? You are doing great job since 1990 during Gulf War. Can you please visit Batman and a city named Bitlis? Lots of love from Pakistan. I was reading like Batman. Yes, we have a city like city called Batman. I would love to visit a lot of cities. Alhamdulillah, thank God I was able to visit 5 cities this summer. I still continue to share my experiences, my trips, and got nice comments from you. The Trabzon city is finished. Next I will share a menu, hopefully from Trabzon, and then I will continue to go to Cappadocia, my favorite, my mom's hometown, Nevşehir city, and continue to share my experience. And I'm looking forward to see other cities, inshallah. I'm planning. But of course, with this inflation, I have to, you know, plan everything accordingly, because the only the money I got is the YouTube channel, and I have to, you know, manage all the things accordingly. It is not easy to spend money for traveling. It became like a, you know, kind of luxury even for us. Even to visit other cities, it's not easy as the other YouTubers coming from outside Turkey, visiting all the cities in Turkiye. Unfortunately, I'm very glad they do come and visit and see all the places and share. But it's not easy for us to do that like in like this. Yeah. Really? Is it still sound? How is the sound? I muted. Okay. I did mute it, I think. Please let me know, Anthony, and all the others, please. Your humble love from India, Swati. Which side of Istanbul do you live? I live in European side. Yes. Do you have a PayPal to help fund a trip? Thank you so much, Janet. We don't have PayPal here. It is we cannot use it in Turkey. I don't know why. It is like limited here, but you can support the channel by joining to my channel. They have like different perks, monthly payment, and I also have the Patreon. And you can also, if you want, you can also contact me from my email. And that's lovely that you think for the channel and for me, for our trip, inshallah. Thank you. And the wolf that could. I'm thankful to be able to see video from your part of the world. Sound is great. Yeah, thank you. I'm also feeling very happy and blessed that I'm able to with the YouTube and Google, I'm able to share my world, my view of my world and the Turkiye, share it with you, my culture, my kitchen, my recipes. It is really a blessing in all ways, I can say, and I really feel that. And I got also like many of you visit Istanbul, and when they do, you want to meet with me. Sometimes we go on a tour with you, like a food tour, or we cook together, as I did like yesterday. I had nice lady and her daughter. We cooked together at home. It was really nice and beautiful. We cooked like a chicken shish kebab and a beautiful menu, and then explored the city. I really feel like the connection between you, even though I see it like only for a day. When I see you as a follower, when I meet with you, it feels like I know you for a time. You do know me, of course, when we meet. What I did, like my relations I share with you, with my family. So it's a different feeling, really. Okay. Questions? Red Dragon, yes, hi. How to visit Ertuğrul Gazi grave? Yeah, it is not in Istanbul. It is in Söğüt, not too far, but you have to travel outside the city. I'm also, it's on my plan to visit and show you on my view. What's your favorite place you visited in Turkey? Which cities in Turkey would you recommend visiting? Yeah, I'm still sharing my cities. Amasya is one of the best cities I visited, and I can recommend to see it, besides the all the famous popular cities like Cappadocia, and the Black Sea coast is also beautiful. Trabzon, my husband's hometown, would be nice. Anthony, the food tour of Istanbul is amazing, an amazing experience and well worth it. Thank you. Yes, it was nice time with you, Anthony. And let me make an announcement for the members of my channel. I will in short time I will make my live cooking class with you members only, as I promised, as a perk. And please do check the community tab for more, and the time we will do. Hopefully we will be live together and making like cooking. If you want more information, you can visit my web channel from a computer, please. You cannot see how to join on phones, but you can see it on computers, how you can join and support my channel. Okay, let me check a little bit your questions on Instagram. I got nice questions. Oh, Red Dragon. Okay, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the coffee. I will surely get my coffee from you. Okay. Okay, here are the questions from Instagram. I'm now checking. Okay, what would you say is a monthly rent in Istanbul in a nice neighborhood close to the Bosphorus? Well, I have never checked the prices close to Bosphorus, since I knew that I cannot afford. But let me say, like in the center of Istanbul, the Fatih neighborhood, which I lived for 10 years, I know those areas. An old building, an old apartment, 3-bedroom, old apartment in city center. It is about 15,000 Turkish liras. They just freshly, I got this news from my mother-in-law, and it is about less than $1,000, like 900 in city center old apartment, 3 bedroom. And you can double or triple the amount if you go to a nicer neighborhood. Fatih is also very nice, and many people prefer to stay there, but it doesn't. For example, the streets are very narrow. The houses they don't see like sun, no open air, but still the heart of the city, like an old neighborhood. Hi to Romania, Alexandra, Gül Afşan, Naval, Zeynep. You have been to Antalya, she says. Okay. Would you take any of your followers to tour the city? Yes, I do. You can contact me from my email on YouTube or from DM on Instagram. From time to time, I need to take to local areas. Okay. Are groceries more expensive now, especially that you have a food channel? Yes. How much more? As I said, mostly it is, at least it is doubled or tripled. And these are the basic things like, dairy products, meat, fish, everything is like tripled. You know how I feel like when I go and see the prices. Okay, let me double double and triple from how I remember from the last year. If it's like for example a sak, if it was 5 Turkish liras, if I see the price 15 Turkish liras this month, okay, I say, yeah, okay, it's normal. That's the new normal. We should be, get used to it. And that's how the things are. And I got questions that how do you cope with the inflation? That's a nice question. Inflation that this high, like 100%, 85% in general. How do we cope? I should say for example, I learned from my mom to be like more, to think like to plan things, not to waste, and buy according your money, how much you earn, and like put some of your money to save. I grow like this. So even though we had like nice times, not that much of inflation, I used to buy as much as I need always, mostly. But now things are getting harder. Now I realize that it's a skill that my mom gave me to save, or for example to cook with less food. You have even you begin to cook like a meal begins from like 250 grams of ground beef. It's a skill you learn in a way, and sometimes because of the situations you got, or now I feel that I'm using it more. This skill I have to. I don't know. And what else? You begin to not to spend as much. To think twice when you do shopping. Okay, do I need this one? Let's skip this one. Okay, is this basic? Not. Then skip this one too. For example, a couch. Okay, I still can use this one, so skip. No need to buy the the new modern ones. The only thing I just feel bad about, like decision, 3 years ago, about 2 years ago, my dishwasher, I wanted to renew it because it wasn't like working as good as it was. It is like maybe 15 years old, I think, our dishwasher. So I said, okay, let's skip it. It is still working. We just had some, changes and renew it. But now, back then it was 3,000 Turkish liras. Now I can only buy like a decent one for 10,000, 3 times higher. So I wish I bought it 3 years ago. So that's how we feel, like people begin to not save their money because of the inflation. Instead they just renew they buy the things they need, or even they might need, like for example next year, because still the money you save is going down and the things are going up and up. So that's a challenge, I mean. Okay, let me check a little. Aleyküm selam yenge from London. I used to live in Şişli. Çok seviyorum. Yes, inşallah. Yasemin Çöllü, merhaba ablacığım. I just moved to Istanbul. İki tane. Do you recommend any places nearby to visit? We have lots of places to visit in Istanbul, not nearby like in İkitelli. But go to the city center and explore the cities, locals, Fatih, Asian side. Go take a bus, ferry, go to Asian side and watch my other videos where you can see. I have many. And other questions, please repeat. I might not be able to see it. Maybe I didn't see. Greetings to Malaysia, to Oman. And let me see other questions. It's been already 24 minutes. Okay. What is something you used to buy on a weekly basis and now you have cut down on it? Nice questions. Please also, if you complaining about like inflation, please answer the same questions for same question for me. I will see it. What is something you used to buy on a weekly basis and now you have cut down on it? It would be, for example, I used to use only olive oil because of it is much more healthy. I used to use it on like even cakes, all the desserts I make, and for the basic cooking. But now I'm using mix of vegetable oil and olive oil in my cookings. And I used to like fry, of course, in some recipes you do fry the vegetables, etc. I cut down more from deep frying because even the basic, sunflower oil got very high. They even call it like gold oil in Turkey, just to make fun of it. And for example, my mom used to buy organic eggs, and now she think twice because it got so high. One egg is probably 3 Turkish liras. So how can I say it? You please like change it to me for the cents. But she began to buy like regular eggs as far as I see. So these little things for example, we begin to stop using the toaster. I use more like gas and grill the breads on stove top. It works better also because if you heat the griddle, the cast iron griddle, it's in like 20 seconds it toasts the bread. I like it more this way, and also it prevents me to use more electricity. And what else? Of course, you begin to even use your car less. You think, okay, this is more cheaper to go with a public transportation, so you cut. Those are the things comes to my mind. You might, for normal people, you might think that if they go out eating, they might go less out for eating. But for us, we already don't eat that much out, only because of the channel purposes for reviews that I got from you to try the different restaurants. I go out and eat for you, my friends, and my daughter is very happy because of that. So we do eat outside. She's still, you know, it's kind of fun for her, and we do spend nice time together. But usually, otherwise, we do eat even for the fast food, the street food, lahmacun. And, you know, I share the recipes, and all the other things I do make at home, thankfully. Okay, anyone else from you? Just a second. Air fry. I think so many people using them now because of electricity cost, much cheaper. Like, with what do you compare the air fry? Like from the oven, if you compare, might be, yeah, much cheaper. I don't have air fryer, but even in Turkey, I wouldn't expect, but they do use air fryer. Even in Nevşehir, when I went, I saw my relatives did buy, like in a small city, they are using. But still, I think like the gas is here more cheaper. I don't know how it is where you live, but I usually prefer like to cook on stove top, and I can like use less oil, and for example, cook the sliced potatoes like in veggies, and mix it up with some spices and use less oil, coat it with some corn flour. I did that in like 3 days ago, and cook, you know, shaking the pan, so it really gives the like air fry effect with less oil. So I do prefer still that. That's another way. Do you use tangine to cook? What is tangine? I don't know. Okay, Erkenci Kuş. Yeah, I never watched it. This Turkish series, but I know many followers from Erkenci Kuş. Like, I think they drink a lot of tea. Like in any movies, we do drink tea, but looks like it appears more, and got lots of followers from Erkenci Kuş. Yes, they are using them to cook so much in them. Pastries, chicken meat. Yeah. Yeah, probably because it has, you know, less space to heat up compared to oven. It would be much more better because you heat like in less space you have to heat. I'm planning to get like a pizza oven. I love to make like pide breads. I saw that one, and I thought it would be, yes, like a small pizza oven I can use for cooking. I have those ideas like to buy. I'm still checking. You can write down if you have already have like a pizza oven like that and using the brands. You can tell me. Okay, what's the average annual income in Turkey? Nice question, Leyla. Approximately, I'm gonna give. It was like 3,500, close to 4,000 Turkish liras last year, or 3,500, I don't know. But they raised like 50% because of the inflation to help for people, the government, and it relieved a little bit. But since the inflation continues to get high, right now, when you compare to last year, still you cannot afford the same shopping experience with your income this year. So they say, the government say they will rise the income again, the lowest price, the monthly wage. At the end of this year, again, like 50%, I think. So it will be like doubled compared to last year. Hopefully it will be relieved again, but it is still like a hard situation. But we are still hoping that it's gonna get, inshallah, better. That's how it is, yeah. So, and it is like right now it's like 6,000 Turkish liras, I noted here, and it is about $350 still the monthly wage, the lowest price, and you can double that for the like in general. So it could be like $700-800 for a Turkish person in like average income for monthly. Yes, what do you think about that? Write down. What else I can say? I'm checking my notes. So like another thing I just got here, that how do we cope? My motto is like for the last 10 years, since we are getting older, growing, seeing things, and I got this motto, like it's a very famous saying that less is more. So in a way I remember this always, and when I like when the things are getting expensive, you cannot afford anymore, okay, let's say you don't need, you can live with less. It is not anyway good for your health sometimes. Again, for example, frying, the meat is not good anyway. If you think that way, maybe things are getting still, you have to think like in the the filled part of the glass. You can think this way, I don't know. You can also tell me. It's like a challenge, right, to cope, and we will get over it. It is not the first time our moms and dads had hard time too, and back in like World War it was even worse. They were not even they were living only with potatoes, even in Europe. I hope we don't see those times again, but we still have to get over with these challenges, and the life is going still. And we do have our loved ones, and we still have jobs to do, things to do. So it goes on like this, and it's gonna end in somewhere, some point. We will just do our best with our lives. Oh, I don't know, I talked too much. I think it's been like 35 minutes. Tell me how it is going, if you are enjoying. Any questions more? So we can end like in 10 minutes maybe. How are Turkish people viewing the situations? Are they positive like you, hoping for the better? Not all, of course, not everyone is has my feelings, my how I see the things. Some of them are angry, they want changes. Some of them, for example, my mom, she says, I said to her that I'm gonna go live. Do you have anything to say about like inflation? She says to me, I'm still happy with my life. I do manage with my income to live, because of course she had those hard times. She saw those hard times. My two sisters, they are older, like 12 and 13 years older than me, and she was saying like to give them milk, she used to buy from a milkman on the street, like in 1960s, I'm talking, in Istanbul. She used to buy only like glass of milk from the milkman, and then share it to her two daughters. They are like 1 year age, like if one of them was 1 year old and the other 2, so they are only one age different. So she was sharing the one glass of milk between two. So if the older people like this seen those situations, okay, they say, okay, we're gonna reduce our expenses, we will live like with less, we're not gonna buy new things, and things will go on. We are still happy, we have our each other. But for new generations, they, of course, even my daughter, I can say, complain for the things they cannot do. They see the things from Instagram, on YouTube, like everyone is traveling, everyone is buying new things and new clothes, the fashion, everything is still going on. Every year new phone comes and they do want to live it, but we still have to explain that not every time things are the same and not 100% we live like that we can get everything in a second whenever we want. Things don't work that way. Oh, you're writing like nice things, but I have to read them. Is Salep still affordable? Well, I'm glad I still have my Salep from last year, but I think last time I remember it was 1,500 Turkish liras for kilogram, which is like close to $800. It must be even more higher, maybe 2,000, I don't know. So it is more than $1,000, I think now. Okay, I often think of living Turkey. I love everything about the village culture, not so much city. Yes, times in 60s, 70s are same internationally. Yeah, we are also, probably many people might think the same for now. It's the night time already. I just heard the ezan. I don't know if you can. So if you don't like the heat, then don't go to Turkey in summer months. Yes, yes, it is hot, but not all the parts of the city. But this summer it was really hot. So I think, I don't know, if you did enjoy. Let me check a little bit. Which time is best to visit Turkey? Planning to visit, I would suggest like either for sightseeing, if you don't come for the sea to enjoy the sun and beach. Otherwise come in either in fall time like here, this time, or the springtime. Those are the beautiful times. Probably in general I can say you can go out more easily, walk and enjoy the city. But it is really crowded. In Hagia Sophia to enter, they wait like on the lines for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So be ready for it. Things are really crazy. A lot of people wants to come here as a tourist to visit. Yes, we have beautiful city, but it gets even more crowded with the tourists. So you have to be ready for the marathon in Istanbul. Yes. Okay, any other questions? I will finish it. Would be easy to find a job. Wages for English teacher. Yeah, if you can find a nice job, you might get nice incomes. But we have a lot of teachers that don't get hired. So when you also compare to the UK prices, it might be, you might think that it's a less compared to pounds in Turkish lira. So I'm not sure about that, if it's a good idea. Okay, my friends, I think this will be enough. I really enjoy talking with you. I'm sorry. Your favorite Turkish dish would be like kebab, köfte. I'm sorry if it was too much. I do like kebabs and also pide, börek, baklava. We have so many, but the börek is must try in Turkey. I don't think that many people still don't know as a street food or must try dishes. Make sure to try börek for breakfast if you come here. And I also have the recipes. And lahmacun is another thing I love really, with the crunchy crust. I have the recipe. The baklava, I mean, it's countless. I can count many things. Yes, wolf. Okay, the wolf that could. Yeah, it was really nice, my friends. I hope you enjoyed, and please also write down like which topic would you like to see. We could. There are many things to talk still, even for inflation or life in Turkey. We can, like get a little subjects for like tourists in looking for touristic ways to live here. Like if you want to come from Europe to live here, like which cities, I get that question a lot. If you feel the same, just write down like the education for foreigners, the school for kids. I have to, research, but if I get a lot of comments that you want those answers, just write down which topic would you like to talk more again, inshallah, live. And don't forget to, stay tuned for more, and hopefully I will continue to share my trips and recipes, and inshallah live either from home and from other places part of the Istanbul. Thanks for coming, my friends, and hopefully see you next time. Bye for now. Okay. New Muslims migrating. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye.